Moviegoers, hey, how you doing tonight? Today we're doing um, historic film, partly. We're doing The War of the Worlds, okay? And the movie, when it came out, was in sorry was in 1953. Okay. But the interesting part about this was back in 1938, they did a, a radio broadcast, which you can hear at the bottom of the description of the exact thing. Now, back then, people didn't hear the beginning and of the radio broadcast. So when they did this, the public only heard at least what they thought was an actual invasion from Mars. Okay, and with that, panic erupted. And if you listen to the radio broadcast that I have, it's going right now in the background. They start to talk, and then we have a special announcement. So it was really real, and the people made the got really upset about it. They thought it was real. There's a newspaper clip in the description about this. This was the start, okay? Back in, I think, 2005, there was another remake about it, which was good. I'm going to look it up because I'm not quite sure of the year. Let me see. I'm sorry, I should have checked this before. 05. Um, and and that was a good one. I watched them. I have them both. But right now we're doing 1953, and this starred Gene Barry and Anne Robinson. Now the funny part about this was when they remade it. Okay, Gene Barry and Anne Robinson were still alive, and at the end of that movie in '05, they had an appearance in there. So now let's get into 1953. I was two. I can't tell you how many times I watched this film. Um, it's just a great film. Um, it, they think there's a meteorite that fell. Okay, and they went to see it, and it was too hot, so it started a forest fire. So they fixed that, and then they posted three guards to make sure the grounds didn't start back on fire. So what they did, okay, they were there, and then I guess in the middle of, no, before 12 o'clock, because I remember part of the scene there for the next scene. About 12 o'clock, or maybe early 11:30. The guys saw that the ship was unscrewing, and they had a light, and they saw it, and they wanted to investigate what was this thing. Okay, and Little did they know that the top completely unscrewed, and out of this thing came some kind of a electric eye. But it was a little more than that. But the guys said, "Well, why don't we go and become famous because we're the first ones to greet these people." So they thought raising a white flag would know that they are peaceful. But the aliens are not from here. They're from another world. So what do they know about a white flag? They didn't understand that. So when they got closer to them, the eye came down and zapped them all and made them into dust. And then eventually, the army got involved. They surrounded this thing, and there wasn't just one. When the thing unscrewed, there was three of them, and they formed a triangle. And when they moved this way, and then this way, and then there was no way to defend them. So when they came out from the valley that they were in, the army started to fire. But they had a protective shield above them, so none of the bullets went through, none of the high-powered cannon fire went through. And they just moved. They destroyed everything that came across. When planes came, they shot down the planes because they saw them, and the thing went up like this and eliminated them all. So, let me say, did they use the atomic bomb in the one in 05? I believe they did, but it didn't work anyway because of the shield. So that was it. That was that. And what they were doing, they were heading into L.A. And they got there and they were destroying the city, and then all of a sudden they started to crash. They started to crash and they started to die, and they And I'm not going to give it up. I'm not going to say any more about it because I don't want to give it up. And it's a good film. It goes right along with Halloween, of course. But it's also one of my favorites. I like the 50s sci-fi. So this was one of them. It's worth it to see. Unfortunately, you have to go to YouTube to watch clips. There is no free film with this one. Okay? So, I hope you guys go and see it. Okay? The next one I will review probably will be The Forbidden Planet. That was made in 56, I believe. Another good film. Classic. These films are classic. Classic films. And that probably will be my last one for Halloween. So, I wish everybody a good day. And definitely listen to the 1938 radio broadcast, and the guy that was doing it was Orson Welles, famous actor. I don't think he was that good, but that's me. So, And that's it. And everybody have a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay? Take care.